Welcome to our math lesson. Yesterday, Emily and Zayden and I worked on counting our beans and writing our math equations. So what we're going to do right here, if you look at our sheet, and I'm going to hold this up a little bit for you. If you look at our sheet, it says time for 10 frames. We're going to use two different color crayons. Well, I have two markers here to color the 10 frame and show the equation. And then we're going to record our answers. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 frames that we are going to use for that. And so that's what we are going to work on. Okay. So let's set our camera back up. And hopefully it will stay there. And so with this sheet, we can use our 5 beans. We could use 6 beans, or we can use 7 beans. So because I have so many 10 frames, I'm going to use 5 beans for the first 2, 5 beans for the next 2, and then 5 beans for the other 2. Okay? So our first one, we're going to use our 5 beans. And this sheet, I will upload it for you as a PDF so that you can download it and open it up if you want to. Okay? All right. So we are going to take our 5 beans and we are going to add them in. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And just like we do in school, we're going to shake it up and we're going to toss them out. Okay, so how many beans, oops, and one of them flipped over. How many beans do we have that is red? 1, 2, 3. So we are going to color 3 boxes red. Can you see that? I'm going to color my 3 boxes red. And how many beans are white? 2. So I'm going to use my purple. Well, let's use a different color because that one is so close to red. So let's use our brown for our white. And I'm going to color these 2 browns. And so now I'm going to write my equation. And how many red do I have? If they're still in the frame. Tell me how many red? We have 3. So I'm going to write 3. How many white do we have? 1, 2 plus 2 equal how many? Let's count them up all together. We can count our 10 frame or we could count our beans. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It equals what? It equals 5. And so on the line, we're going to write the answer. And our equal sign is already there for us. Our equal sign is already there for us. Okay? So let's take our beans and we are going to return them to our cup. Our 5 beans are in there. Let's shake them up and let's turn them over. Wow, look at what happened. Let's count how many beans are red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 beans are red. So how many boxes do we need to color to show? How many boxes do we need to color? You are exactly right. We need to color 5 boxes. And I'm going to color these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 boxes at the top because these boxes are red. How many beans are white? If you said 0, you are correct. So let's write our equation. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are red, how many were white? 0. So 5 plus 0 equals, what does it equal? It equals 5. And so the objective for this is to be able to color in the correct amount on your 10 frame and to write your equation with the answer. I want to see how many are red, how many are white. I want to see the plus sign in there. And then I want to see the answer. Okay, and then I want to see the answer or the sum. Remember, we talked about that yesterday. All right, so let's get set up for our next two equations. And what sum are we going to be looking for with this one? You are correct. We are going to be looking for the sum of 6. So I dropped 5 beans in there, and I'm going to add how many more to make 6? That's right. 1 more bean will make 6. And let's slide our sheet up so that you can see it. I'm using my iPad so that I can have a wider frame. Okay. And I think if I set it to lock in place, I could turn it the other way. But for right now, let's just go ahead and get started like this. Okay, so we're in this box now. This box. And parents, once you get them set up, like ready to do their work, you can go back and start the video over again so that they can do it with me, if you would like for them to do it with me and write the problems. Or they can create one, they could do one on their own. Okay, so let's shake it up. We've got 6 beans in there now. Let's count and make sure we have 6, because sometimes, you know, when we're counting, we could have some stuck together. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 6 beans in there. So let's drop them in there. And we are going to shake it up. And what did we get? How many beans are red? Let's count. 1, 2, 3 beans are red. So how many boxes are we going to color? We're going to color 1, 2, 3 boxes red. There we go. And how many beans are white? How many beans are white? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to color these 2 up here because it is a 10 frame, so there's only 5 on the top. And then we're going to color this 1 box down here, right? And now let's write our equation. How many red did we have? We had 3 red. And we're going to add how many white? 1, 2, 3. And we showed it here. 1, 2, 3. So 3 plus 3 equals 6. Let's add our 6 beans back into our cup. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to shake this up. What do you think we're going to get? What combinations could we get to make 6? What combinations could we get out of here to make 6? Let's think about it. What could we get that would make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Could we get 1 red bean and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white beans? That's a possibility. We could get what? 2 red beans and 1, 2, 3, 4 white beans, right? We already got 3 red and 3 white, right? So, or we could get 4 red and 2 white. So there are a lot of different things that could come out of this cup. Let's look and see what comes out of the cup. Let's make sure I shake it up real good. And what did we get? What did we get? Let's count our red beans. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we could also take our red beans for those of us that need that visual in the 10 frame to see what it would look like. We could have 1, 2, 3, 4 red, and how many white? Let's put them in there. 1, 2. That was our combination, right? And now we color it. We're going to color 4 red. And how many white did we have? We had 2 white. So we're going to color this one. And we're going to color this one. And then we're going to write our equation. And how many red did we have? We had 4 red. How many white did we have? So we're going to add 2 white. And what is our answer? 4 plus 2 equals, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Now, for our last box, I'm trying to slide this up so that you could see. What did we say we were going to use? We were going to use how many? 7. Let's count 7 beans into our cup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. And I have some extra beans over here for when we get into sums of 10. And so I want to make sure we don't lose those. Okay, so let's shake, 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 shake. Let's dump them out. And let's see, what did we get? How many red beans do we have? 1, 2 red. How many white beans do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. So let's color in our squares. How many boxes need to be red? 2. Exactly right. 2 need to be red because we have 2 red beans. 2 need to be red. How many need to be white? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 need to be white. 5 need to be white. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let's write our equation. How would we write our equation? How many are red? 2 are red. Plus, how many white ones did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 5. So 2 plus 5 equal, what's the sum? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is the sum. So that's how you would write that equation. And we have 1 more to go. 1 more to go. So if we took our beans and we dropped them into our cup, what combinations could we get? And so I want you to think about that before we do it. What combinations could we get? Look at our 10 frame. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What combination could we get to make 7? Who could tell me one combination we could get? Right, we could get 1 and 6. That would make 7. What else could we get to make 7? We got 2 and 5 over here. What else could we get to make 7? Who else could come up with a combination to make 7? Right, 3 and 4 can make 7. That's right. Could we get all red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so we could get 7 and 0. That would make 7 also. Let's see, what do we have? We have 3 red beans. Can you see them? 1, I'm gonna put them down on the bottom so you can see. 1, 2, 3. 3 red beans and how many white beans? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's color in our boxes. You will color in our boxes like so. So we have 3 red beans. And how many white beans did we have? We had 4. And so we color those in. And then let's write our problem. How many red did we have? 3 plus how many white? 4. And what does it equal? What is the sum? The sum is 7. Good job. The sum is 7. So let's collect our beans and put them back in our cup. And let's hold this up so you can see our whole sheet of what we did. So let's look at our sheet. We used 2 different color markers to color the 10 frame and show the equation. And we showed the sums of 5, 6, and 7. We showed the sums of 5, 6, and 7. Okay? And so that's what you are going to practice doing today. And then next week, we are moving into measurement. We're going to talk about what things are heavy and what things are light. So that's something that you can think about. Think about what things are heavy and what things are light. What do you have that's heavy at home and what do you have that is light? Okay, and so this is our sheet for today. And I will send you a blank copy so that you can do one on your own with your beans or whatever it is you're using to count to make sums of 5, 6, and 7.